Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is my newest speed build. You can't see me, but I'm saying speed build in air quotes because it was meant to be a speed build. And then when I was finished building it, landscaping it, decorating the outside, my power went out and I lost the file. So instead of recording just me decorating the inside of the house because I felt like that would be a little strange without context, I decided to just decorate it, not record it, and then just give you guys a tour of the house. I'm really proud of this house. This might be one of my favorite family homes that I've ever built. And it was actually inspired by a house that I saw on Google. So I'm sure all of my fellow simmers understand what I mean. Like, I'm sure you go on Google and look up inspiration, like modern house, family house, dream house, whatever. So that's exactly what I did. And I found a craftsman style house with bright orange siding that I absolutely loved. It had a lot of fall vibes, which I'm all about. So I decided to just use that house as inspiration for this house. I've never actually used the orange siding before, so I was very pleasantly surprised by how well that turned out, especially with the black roof. I love it. So let's take a tour of the outside of the house. I'm going to switch into Sims 4 cam. So I tried for the landscaping to do a lot of the same thing. I don't know why this kid is coming to our house. We don't have children. Anyway, so yeah, usually I tap into my too much gene and I go buck wild with landscaping. I usually use a ton of different plants and flowers and trees, and I decided not to do that with this build. I really wanted to kind of step out of my comfort zone a little bit. So you'll notice throughout the whole thing that I used a lot of the same exact bushes, flowers, everything is the same. I just wanted to keep it consistent throughout the whole thing. So, and I also didn't add as much as I usually do. Like normally I feel like this whole side of the house would have been covered in flowers and shrubs, and I probably would have tried to like go outside the limits with bushes, and then on the inside of the fence and around the back porch probably would have had a bunch. I decided this time, again, stepping out of my comfort zone, I wanted to do something a little bit more simple and something a bit more realistic. So the trees that I used are the same type of tree. Basically, I tried to match it with what was in the neighborhood as well. So the house looked like it fit into this particular lot. I do most of my building in Newcrest because I really just love the look of it. Like, I feel like it looks like somewhere that I would like to live. And it looks like a very like kind of realistic place to live, and I like the trees and everything. So this is where I typically build all of my stuff. So let's venture inside. All right, you'll have to excuse me. I have literally never done like a tour before. I usually don't record speed builds like this either, so if things are a little wonky, just bear with me. It'll get better, I promise. So when you walk into the house, you are in the living room, dining room. I wanted to use like an open concept just because I like that kind of vibe. Um, And I felt like it just worked best with the size of the house because the house isn't really all that big. I feel like it's a comfortable size for a family. So I wanted to keep it as open as possible since it wasn't that big. And I feel like having the living room and the dining space together, but almost like separate, if that makes sense, worked really well in the space. I also tried to use a lot of items that I don't typically decorate with. So I usually use a lot of like modern, contemporary style items. Usually, again, I tend to go way overboard. I really enjoy clutter in The Sims. I hate it in real life, but in The Sims, there's just something about a cluttered space that I am drawn to. So I tried not to do that here. So I do have a few like bare walls throughout this, which was so hard for me to do because you don't know how badly I wanted to just put something there, like a plant or just like a small picture, a shelf, anything just in this open space. But I was like, no, the room looks busy enough as it is with all of the furniture. It's very small. The wallpaper is colored. Like, just let it be. So that's exactly what I did. And I think it turned out really well. Like, I'm pretty happy with it. So then when you go into the kitchen, it's like a galley style kitchen, which again, I feel like it worked really well with the space just because the house is kind of small. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't like the way it looks when you walk into a kitchen from the front door. Like, for some reason, I just feel like the kitchen should be further back in the house, maybe tucked away. Like, I feel like you got to find it. It shouldn't be just like boom in your face. It isn't as welcoming as like a living room or something else. So that's why I opted to just stick the kitchen back here and do like a galley style kitchen, which I usually don't do because I like to have a lot of extra counter space, but I feel like this works just fine. I mean, it's really all a sim needs to cook is like one empty counter. They'll be fine. And I feel like it looks really good. Then through this door, we have our first bathroom. So this house has two full bathrooms, three bedrooms. Again, I just kept it simple, especially because it was such a small space. I didn't want to clutter it up with like pictures and shelves and everything. I really love this floor to ceiling mirror, and I love adding little just like simple lights on it. I feel like it just fulfills me a lot more than a standalone mirror that you would hang on the wall because I feel like they're never large enough or the right shape if they are large enough. So I opted to just go with the simple floor length mirror, which just looks like, a normal size when it's shoved behind a counter. And then through this door is a bedroom, guest room, office space, whatever you want. I have it set up as a guest room, um, just because I wanted it to just feel a little bit different. So even though it's still, essentially is a bedroom, it kind of doubles as an office space. So I'm going to pop out of here and go back into the Sims cam so I can show you guys the layout of the house from above. So you can kind of just see the flow of it a little bit better. So yeah, like I said, it's not very big, but I feel like it's comfortable for a family. And then we'll go upstairs. And this is here, let's go from the stairs so we can get like an actual tour. So when you come up the stairs, you are in this little just like nook area. To the left is the master bedroom, which was very difficult for me to decorate only because, again, I was trying to keep it more simple. And I was also trying to limit myself to just a couple of packs. And I really thought that I had achieved that. Like when I saved the lot and uploaded it to the gallery, I was like, yay, only like 3 or 4 packs. No, it was 12. I used 12 packs in this house, and I feel like it doesn't look like it, but I did. So yeah, way to fail. But I still think it turned out pretty good. I had to exercise some serious restraint in going towards like some of my go-to items, especially since like Dream Home Decorator is a thing. That is my favorite right now. I've been waiting for an interior design career to come back into the game, and I was so happy when they released it. And the items in that pack are just so beautiful, and they're so like what's the word I'm thinking of? Like you can just use them in so many different ways. They're very versatile. And I loved it. So I had to try really hard not to just pull straight from that pack for every single room. And I tried to use items that I don't typically use all that often. Like even these curtains, I'll use these curtains a lot, but not with that pattern. Because even though there are a lot of blue items in The Sims, I feel like they don't all match all that well. like with style or like the shade of blue, or sometimes like the rug is too big. So I don't know. I tried my best. I wish this particular bed came with like a more true blue colored bedspread that looked nice, like with this dark wood, but I mean, the cyan looks okay, I guess. And then going through this door, you have our second bathroom. And then the second bathroom connects into a kid's room, which right now is set up more for toddlers. Because I love the toddler stuff. I really do, especially this bed over here. I adore this toddler bed. And I love this little shelf. This is like my favorite thing in the whole room is this little caterpillar on this shelf. You guys, when I found out that that shelf came in different swatches that weren't all clouds and rainbows and that there was this little caterpillar, I lost my mind because like as a kid and then now as a parent, The Very Hungry Caterpillar is one of my favorite kids books, and that caterpillar is like the one from the book. Like you can't tell me otherwise. You can't change my mind. Like it's the exact same color scheme as that caterpillar, and I just loved it so much. And I really tried to keep this room very like magical and whimsical and just like childlike, which I know probably sounds kind of silly because duh, it's a kid's room, but you know, like sometimes you see them and they just look very elegant. Like I don't feel like that's realistic. I feel like this is more so what a kid's room looks like. You have like decor that's obviously for a child, toys everywhere, kids artwork on the walls, like maybe even little like keepsakes, like the little shoes right there. Like this is what a kid's room looks like. And I tried to make it one where like a kid would want to be with the big dollhouse castle and the little toys on the floor, the big stuffed dragon. Like I tried to make it really fun. And then here we'll pop out of here and go back into Sims 3 Cam and check out the layout. So it's a very small upstairs. It's very to the point. You go upstairs, bedroom, bedroom, bathroom that's joined. Like no messing around here. And then, oh, it's nighttime. I didn't even realize. I popped a sim in here to make sure that it was playable, and I just kind of like let it go. I know you can change the time of day, but I don't know. I like seeing it at all times of day because the lighting is so different than it is in build mode. So you can kind of see that we've got some light, but not a ton. But yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys really like this build. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments because I really just like stepped so far out of my comfort zone that like the little box of comfort zone is like hardly visible. That's a vampire on my what in fresh hell? Who is this? I don't even know who you are. At least it's not Vlad. And joke's on you because I'm outside staring at the wall. So, joke's on you, Judah. What is she wearing? This is not the outfit I put. I don't know what this is. Is that a nightgown? I usually always go for styled looks, so I have no idea what I'm looking at right now, but I know that is not what her normal outfit is, and I don't recall choosing, or maybe I didn't choose anything except for her regular outfit for the sim. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. If you enjoy this house, please let me know. Put your criticisms, your likes, your dislikes, whatever. Put them in the comments. Let me know because, like I said, this is not a style I typically go after, and I just want to see if you feel like I nailed it or was like, could be better. So let me know. If you download it from the gallery, my name on there is atypical_lotus, and I'll put that in the description box. So if you download it and play it, let me know on there, please, if you enjoy it or not. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.